Mateus v Slam 1v1 Koreans on Arabia. So this is game 4 of the set. If you guys are watching on YouTube or even on Twitch and you want to see the other games, just roll it back to the previous games and check them out. Really good set of games here, actually. Very, very fun. We're going to see Mateus in blue on top of the map, Koreans. He'll have a nice back wood line, nice back stone, decent defendable gold position. Pretty damn defendable map in the later game if he can wall up that back flank. Front's pretty open, does have to fight uphill if he loses that front side. We'll see how he does here. Hopefully he's got a little map advantage because Slam has about 170 point ratings advantage. 4 villagers on wood early for the blue player. Okay, Slam side of the map, 4 vills on wood as well. Koreans are a decent civ to drush with. Here we're going to see both players leaving open the option, sheep being found, boars being lured in. Slam's map is absolutely and totally defensible. I shouldn't say absolutely. These wood lines aren't really thick enough to survive if you just wanted to totally turtle up. But a little walling here, a little bit of walling here on the back corner, and maybe quite a bit of walling on the front. Forget what I said. Doing these live is tough, man. You say something dumb and then you're like, well, that was dumb. Why did I say that? And you backpedal a little bit. It's a rather wallable and defensible map, but nothing to write home about. Slam's going to be okay to protect his gold, and I think that's going to be nice. Nice woodline, nice gold. He is the stronger player. He should win this game. Slam's forward really early. He is maybe thinking about drushing, so maybe he wants to make that decision. We see Slam all the time go with the militia created during the feudal transition, and then he goes to men-at-arms. I don't see any reason why he wouldn't do that here. He does that almost every game. I think we've watched 4 games out of this set, spoiler alert, and we've seen him do it 3 times. We'll see if he does it again here. Anyway, 17 vills each for these 2 guys. Looks like the blue player is just going to drop a house out on the front while he grabs his boar, and we continue to work through the early game. Both guys have scouted each other, and we may see them make a decision rather soon about drushing. Barracks coming up for Mr. Slam. At the moment, he has not taken any extra gold. I think he's just going to click up and do his normal feudal transition thing. Mateus on his side of the map, luring in his second boar as we speak. He's got a little bit of food in the bank, and I would be surprised if he doesn't do the same. 20 vills each at the moment. Man, it seems like a late time to bring in that second boar, but 20 vills for now for both players. Blue player will send a vill over to get 10 gold. No, he'll send 2 vills over to maybe build some men-at-arms. Okay, looks to me like we're going to see a feudal transition. Both players going men-at-arms here. Sorry I'm out of breath. Man, I'm out of shape if you get out of breath just casting a game. Slam going to send a few more vills over, establish another wood line. Has a very safe map for now. Thanks for not killing, says Slam. I wonder if his scout was out there in the open for a moment.
Yes.
Not sure what he's talking about. But at least for now, Loom in for Slam. Feudal Age on the way. Loom coming in for Matt. Once again, Mateus going up on 22. Slam going up on 21. We've seen the blue player go up on 22. He's gone up on 1 vill more than Slam several times. We'll see how this goes. He's not going to wall to his TC, though, says Sinkin. Probably uses military buildings to cover the front, then houses. It's easy to wall. Yeah, we haven't seen Slam walling very much in this set of games. This is a very defensible map, at least for now. He's going to leave himself somewhat open, sending 3 vills forward for some stone. Early stone from Slam, maybe some tower aggression. Koreans getting that free tower upgrade, so maybe some keeps in the future of this game. We'll see. I don't know. 3 vills forward for now. Maybe some defensive towers. Was a complete accident. Blocked you the first 2 times, says Slam. I don't know what they're talking about. I should have been paying more attention. Anyway, Mateus going to the feudal age. 2 vills on gold. Militia already queued up and built. It looks like he will be able to have 3 men-at-arms roaming forward relatively soon. He'll have an outpost to defend himself for now. His scout is forward, keeping an eye on Mr. Slam. Slam is going to add in a stable for now on top of that hill, just like Sinkin might have predicted. I don't know. It sounds like what Sinkin wrote. Going to start to take that hill over. Obviously, don't want to lose that hill on the front of your base. Then you're in a whole lot of trouble. Slam's still not really doing a ton here. He's going to build a stable in the early feudal age and probably build out some scouts. But for now, not doing a ton. He's going to build a defensive tower. Yeah, there's nothing cute in that stable for now. Yeah, he's going to queue up some scouts. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, makes sense. Slam not transitioning to gold yet. He's going to build some scouts. He's going to build some towers to defend himself. Korean towers get the upgrades for free, and they are absolutely beefy. Looks like that first tower will come up. Slam will have a couple of scouts out to deter these militia. Got to finish that tower. 95, 98. Can finish the tower and garrison it, and it's going to be a little tricky for the blue player to knock that tower down. Slam, for now, is going to honeydick. That's a technical term. Those blue militia out into the front. Blue militia turn into blue men-at-arms. They're still roaming around looking for some action. Slam's got to be careful not to finish the berries, because those men-at-arms can walk through that front line if he does. Looks like, for now, the men-at-arms will start to push on the front here. Slam has done a nice job to tower up his own side. Has enough stone soon. Yeah, he's got enough stone for another tower. Slam's going to be fine if he wants to tower again. Men-at-arms are in on him. He's got a couple of scouts now. 2 scouts for Mr. Slam. He can come back and defend this if he wants, but for now it's just going to be some quick walling and pushing toward the TC. More arrow fire coming in on those blue men-at-arms. Slam quick walls them in. Oh man, that's beautiful. Slam's going to quick wall those men-at-arms in, and then he's going to build a watchtower right beside them. Okay, so Slam here is getting a little bit cheeky. He's got units trapped here, and he's just going to wall them in and drop a tower next to them. They were already trapped. They would already have to run toward the TC. Slam's just trying, he's just quick gating, quick walling, everything quick. He's actually going to lose a Vil there, which is kind of a bummer. But Slam playing this one a little cheeky, having some fun with this. That was pretty fun. He didn't need to drop that tower at all. He could have just waited for those men-at-arms to run back toward the TC, but I think he wanted to have a little fun with it, and that was pretty cool to see. Slam will have 4 scouts out soon. There will be 3 or 4 units back in defense from the blue player. A couple men-at-arms, a couple of, spears. They will be defending for now. Blue Eco is relatively safe. He's walled in a couple Vils on gold. He's going to start going to stone. Not a whole lot of defense in the back of his eco, but at least, luckily for Mateus, Slam scouts are going to run right into the teeth of his defenses. Slam didn't take too many pokes. I heard like 1 poke come in, but at least the blue player now knows where these scouts are. That's really, really going to help him a lot. He knows where those scouts are. If they had kind of snuck around, well, I guess this is all Walt now. Never you mind what I just said. I thought they could sneak around, but a couple of nice outposts from Mateus. So Slam's hanging on the front. He's building towers. Blue player's built a couple outposts to keep himself safe. Slam scouts will roam in. Blue player will try his hand at quick walling, and he will do some nice quick walling himself. Gotta repair this house. Okay, good. Ooh, that was close. Blue player almost losing that house, and those scouts would have gotten in on his wood line. Looks like Blue will start coming forward. We did see him sending Vils over to stone. He's going to start dropping towers of his own. Slam will have a couple man-at-arms here on the front. I'm sorry, Mateus will, and he's going to start try to do some raiding. So finally, Slam goes with a non-man-at-arms build, and so far so good, I'd say. He's a couple Vils out ahead of Mateus. And he is grabbing wheelbarrow as we speak. It looks like he's got a decent eco. He did clean up those initial men-at-arms pretty easily, and for now, he's going to slowly but surely bring his scouts back and probably clean up this next group of men-at-arms for pretty cheap as well. The men-at-arms have to play a pretty dangerous game where they stay out of the arrow fire from this tower, but they fight the scouts. And you can see Slam is running in with the scouts, running back out, drawing those men-at-arms into arrow fire range. Lots of arrows coming in at these men-at-arms. Big investment from Mateus. He's only on 200 food and 100 gold right now because he's built a lot of men-at-arms. Slam's going to click up very, very soon. And Mateus is just trying to crack the front door open if he can right now. It's not as though he's raiding in that eco. This might lose him the game. We'll see. I hate to say that so early, but it's looking like Slam's microing very nicely, keeping those villagers from taking too much damage. He's going to click up in 3, 2... Oops, I heard a Vil go down right as I said Slam was microing that well. Castle Age on the way. Slam may lose this tower, but he's going to kill like 7 or 8 men-at-arms in the process. Meanwhile, Mateus on his side, not very close to being able to click up. He's really, really invested in this feudal aggression, and he doesn't have very many units left. Oh no, he threw a couple away. He was fighting the stable there. Took a lot of arrow fire for free. More men-at-arms being built. More men-at-arms dying. Slam has lost one villager with all of this raiding, and he's still keeping his opponent very, very busy. Castle Age coming for Slam soon. Koreans Castle Age, double stables. Looks like we're going to see some knights here. Quite a few towers from Slam in defense. He's not going to keep this one up for much longer, I don't think. But those will be upgraded as he continues to work his way through, since he is Koreans. Slam's actually going to continue to try to repair that tower and continue to try to annoy, but it will eventually fall. A couple of vills roaming back home, and they'll get back safely. So Slam losing one vill in that whole kerfuffle, and he killed 8 or 9 men-at-arms, and he lost one vill while defending that tower. You got to think he's in great shape. Slam's going to grab Scale Barding on the way, Castle Age on the way, and he does have a couple of towers to defend himself. No real easy way for the blue player to walk into this eco. Another tower coming from Slam. A couple towers from the blue player to take over this hill. That's going to be okay. They are all... Wow, these two will be in series with each other if they get completed. But Knights will soon be... Knights will soon be here to deter this. Double stable Knights coming. Double stable Knights coming from Slam. He's got guard towers now. He's going to continue to... I don't know what he's doing with those vills on the front, just being cheeky and annoying. But those towers are going to be really beefy. He's going to focus down the spear, one would hope. The couple of spears here on the front. And that will give his Knights diplomatic immunity. I don't know what that really means in AOC, but you know what I'm saying here. Those Knights are certainly going to start knocking down these towers. Blue player's got a couple of vills forward. He's got a couple of towers up. He's going to keep Slam busy for a minute. He can click up. He still hasn't clicked up, but he can click up very shortly. He's going to quickly wall around his towers for now and hope that Slam focuses on them. Once these Knights kill that first tower, you'd think Slam might go forward. You know, cleaning up towers is fun, but I think it's... let's see what he does. Slam is the pro here, not me. He's going to go take his stone on the front, so that's going to necessitate him taking down this tower. Okay, that's all good. He's going to go ahead and put some pressure on that tower by the looks of it. Couple vills on the front. Siege Workshop coming on the front. Looks like Slam actually will decide to send those Knights forward. So double stable Knights for Mr. Slam in the Castle Age already. He's going to just have 4 or 5 Knights out. Looks like 4 total units, 3 Knights, 4 Knights out there, plus 2 defense for the Koreans player. And he's going to go forward and see what he can get done. Blue player mostly palisaded in. Slam can certainly push through those if he wants to. Getting into this back pocket wouldn't be so exciting. You know, you could work really hard to get here and then get walled out immediately. So hopefully for Slam's sake he won't do that. Still stone on the back for the blue player, still taking gold here, but not that raidable from Knights. He's got enough spears here and enough walling, I think, to sustain himself until he gets the castle. This game is certainly in Slam's favor, I would say, but you know what? It's up for grabs. It's up for grabs. This certainly has not been decided. Very nice transition to the Castle Age from the blue player. Really did a pretty good job to keep himself from getting pigeonholed. I don't know if that's the right word. Did a really good job to keep himself from getting totally raided and smacked around by Slam's Knights. Slam's Knights do nothing as far as raiding goes. A couple of spears here. Pikemen on the way for the blue player. Padded archer armor on the way as well. So one Koreans player goes with a couple Knights. The other goes with a TC and a couple of counters. We'll see how this game pans out. Pikes here are going to be really nasty, especially if they come in just at the right moment. Slam's going to maybe... Oh, man. I was hoping for the sake here of Mateus that Slam would take that fight right as those got to pike. Anyway, Scorpion out. Scorpions do a pretty good job against infantry like this that are massed up, so we will see a couple of pikes there, maybe deterred by Slam Scorpion. More towers coming from the blue player. Slam roaming around, maybe not quite sure what to do. I'm not sure what he should do, and I'm watching from 1,000 feet up with no fog of war. For now, Slam's eco is pretty damn safe, but that aggression on the front is starting to look kind of nasty. Lots of counters here. We'll see the Scorpion go to work. Slam's going to get in shots with 2 Scorpions here on the front, put it down as much damage as he can. Needs to make sure he's focusing on the pikes and not on that one man-at-arm that was forward. But it looks like in the end, the blue player will mostly get cleaned up by the Scorpions. So Scorpions taking down the pikes here from the blue player. Slam's Knights are still alive, plus 2 defense on those. Rams and Scorpions are going to go forward. They're going to say F it. They don't really care about this tower aggression. 4 towers, 4 guard towers on the front, but not really taking any resources away. Slam's already got the towers up that he needs to defend himself, to stop that tower creep. So for now, Slam will roam forward. Not a lot of HP on those knights. Many of them are extremely low HP. He's got to be very careful. One poke from a pike and most of those knights are dead. He's going to roll forward with his Scorpion, question mark? Yeah, 4 Scorpions now rolling forward from Slam. Slam is building Scorpions, and it feels like the right choice. That's something you can almost never say. Let's see. I tell you, he can build toward the TC. Yeah, Slam could definitely have walled toward his TC if that's what you're talking about. That's what I would have done. But you know, it is what it is. He's built quite a few towers now, and he's in pretty good shape. Rams are still inactive. I'm not sure if Slam here is maybe he's a little indecisive. More and more towers on the hill from Mateus. I don't know why he thinks this is such a strong position to take over, but he's at least going to keep Slam busy. Slam's going to go in to try to snipe these vills. It's a good idea if he can get them. I was wondering why he was going in before healing his knights. He just built a monk to heal those knights, but he's able to kill 2 of those forward vills, and I think he lost 1 or 2 knights in the process. 1 or 2 very low HP knights, so I think it's a smart move. Anyway, we've got a couple rams, we've got several scorpions, we've got a monk now in play, healing up some of these knights. We're going to see pikemen coming forward, pickmen if you will. They will take quite a bit of damage from the scorpions and retreat. Mangonel on the way will maybe turn the tide if he can kill a couple of the scorpions. But for now, 65 villagers for Mr. Slam. He's on 1 TC, 2 TCs, 1 on top of the hill as well. Blue player is on 3 TCs. Maybe Slam has a 3rd. I think he's just got 2. 2 TCs for Slam. My vision is starting to go blurry because I've been doing this for way, way too long. Hey, Octagonal D. Hey, Happy New Year. But yeah, I think it's 2 TCs for Slam, 3 TCs for the blue player, Mateus. Slam at the moment with a little bit of resource in the bank. Mateus with really nothing in the bank. However, he's getting pretty good on stone to maybe drop a castle if he wants to. Blue player building trash and a couple of mangoes, or a mango. For now, he's going to try to put pressure on those scorpions from a distance without losing his mangonel to rams. Those rams, though, are hot on the tail of that mango. Looks like the knights are running around. We have an absolute clusterfuck going here, but I don't know. I think the mangonel goes down now to the rams, and Slam probably here wins the day eventually. Slam's got 3 knights. There's more pikes here than he probably wants to pick a fight with, but the scorpions are still annoying from a distance. And we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Monk under pressure. He will die. A couple of rams out there on the front are also under pressure. Slam's not reinforcing at all here. He's not reinforcing this at all. Is he saying GG to these rams? Because these rams are going to go down so fast to pikes. He's not saying GG. He's going to reinforce with some crossbows. Okay, Slam with +2/+1 crossbows coming forward. They can clean up this trash. The rams can push down these towers if they even want to. And Slam should really stabilize the ship. I was wondering what the plan was to deal with those pikes, and it looks like it's going to be crossbows. Octagonal D gambles 254 and wins. Booyah, baby. Welcome to the Double Up Club. Welcome to the Mile High Club. Okay, rams coming forward. Slam can't really find those pikes out in the open. He's trying to keep his rams alive, or rather his crossbows alive, so he can get in and kill a couple of these pikes. He can also snipe down this mango if he does so quickly. He will trade a couple of knights. Looks like 3 knights for that mangonel. Seems worth it in this particular scenario. More crossbows coming forward for Slam. He's just got the right units at the right time here. He's going to clean up these pikes for pretty cheap, still kiting away, doing a really nice job to micro, and he'll kill an entire army of pikemen now. 1 mangonel, but that's not going to be enough. One of these rams can go over and knock this mango over. And it's going to be GG to the forward of the blue player. Slam on the way to Imperial. You can see that he's invested quite a bit into his archers, +2/+1. Crossbows for now. Oh, wow, Mangonel micro is on point. What happened there? Somehow that mango is alive. Slam will come back with his crossbows here. He's got to be careful. Mateus still in this game. He's got double mangoes on the front. He's going to chase the rams around for now, and those crossbows want nothing to do with this. Blue player's got to be careful. He's killing his own pikes, and he's bringing them into the range of these crossbows. Just throwing pickmen away. Slam with a couple more knights, trying to snipe down mangonels, but that's not going to work. He's going to have to go back. Another siege workshop for the red player. More and more ranges coming down for him as we speak. Imperial Age on the way. Mateus on his side has 99 vills. We've seen him in the past couple games stay in Castle Age a little longer than his opponent, and we've seen him have a villager advantage, and that's going to be the case in this game as well. Blue player making a push with Castle Age units, while Slam is upgrading to Capped Ram and Bracer. Octagonal D, this is my year. I hope it is, buddy. I hope it is. You know, that push on the front is annoying. The blue player is starting to take over some of the hill, and he's doing a good job. But, man, I wish he was controlling more resources than just these couple stone piles. Slam has one gold pile to the side, one gold pile that was on the back, that's his main gold, and another gold pile on the top. 3 gold piles is really nice. If you get towered and you have good wood lines, good gold piles, and good food eco, it's hard to say that you're losing. Slam here is in really good shape. He's up by 1,000 points, still trying to push on the front. He's gone to Arbs. Slam is really focused on killing these towers, and I just don't know why, but he's going to ram them down. I think he could be forward and raiding if he wanted to. He's going to start building archery ranges out in the middle of the map. Castle coming down for the blue player. Still building some pikes here and there. He needs to identify that his opponent's gone Arb. I think he has identified it. I can't imagine he's still building pikes. Mateus gets a castle up on the hill, one in defense. War wagons on the way. So, we're going to see quite a few castles from the blue player, quite a few war wagons. He's going to lose his forward, but maybe it lasted long enough to get good bang for its buck. Certainly kept Slam very busy in the early game. Blue player will lose a couple of vills there. Oh, bugged rams are really hard to look at. But he will be 27 villagers ahead of Slam here as we stand at this game at the 40th minute. Thanks for being here. If you guys are here live, yo, 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 thanks for being here. If you guys are watching on YouTube, feel free to come check us out on Twitch or check out the other games in this set. This is game number 4. One really, really entertaining set of games between Mateus and Slam. Melkor, a.k.a. Mateus. Anyway, Slam's Rams rolling forward. He's going to start knocking down this entire forward of his opponent, but he's focused so much. Here we go. Now he's going to start rolling forward with Arbs. Starting to take over the map with another TC on that gold on the front. Slam's going to have safe gold for a while. We did see war wagons coming from the blue player. We see quite a few mangonels out for him as well. Mako Onager somewhat soon. Still Castle Age for now. Blue player is thinking about clicking up relatively soon, I would think. Slam on his side doesn't have a whole lot of stone in the bank. He just now got his stone back and safe, so he's going to start building up his stone eco to build castles of his own. Gezrard is here. Nair is here. What's up, guys? Anyway, Arbs roaming forward for the red player Slam. He's going to walk right into this eco. He's going to have ballistics on the way. Mangonels firing behind him. This group is certainly like a suicide unit, but they're going to come in here and do some damage. A lot of low HP Arbs there. Might have taken a Mangonel shot, but at least for now, we will see 37 idols for the blue player Mateus. So he's got a 32 villager advantage, but most of that advantage is idle for now. Slam taking back over his stone, starting to knock down buildings, starting to build bombard cannons, and grabbing ballistics. Mateus will go imp, and at least he will get there with about 100 villagers working. He's going to have about 30 idols, but that's okay. Some of them are on this stone pile, and he'll identify that in just a second. No big whoop. Slam doing some raiding, but he's mostly trapped in... he's in a good location because he's taking away farms and he's taking away gold. But mostly this isn't the type of raiding that knocks a player out of a game. At least not in my experience. Anyway, bombard cannons on the front from Slam are annoying, but more and more castles coming from the blue player. He's got 2 down already, a 3rd one on the way. Slam is starting to build out more vills to take the gold on the front. His Arbs are going to start getting cleaned up. War wagons and mangonels here are pretty much going to win the day pretty quickly. Bombard cannons knocking on the door of this castle. Looks like for now the blue player Mateus will be focused on repairing. He can build another castle soon, but he's spending a lot of stone keeping his current castles up. Slam will soon have enough stone for a castle of his own. He's got to be careful. This bombard cannon is within range of the castle. He's actually going to lose that for pretty cheap, but nonetheless, a little bit of pressure on the front. Pikemen, scale mail armor coming from Slam, so it's going to be arbs, it's going to be trash, and it's going to be bombard cannons for Mr. Slam. Looks like it's probably going to be onagers and war wagons for the blue player. We'll see. See how this one starts to stack up in just a moment. Imperial Age comes in from Matt. What's the first upgrade that he grabs? What is the first upgrade on his mind? Barracks coming down for the red player. Going to start thinking about adding in a couple of, a couple more pikes, I suppose, here in a moment. Chainmail on the way for Slam. Going to have those somewhat upgraded. Castles coming down. Still no new upgrades for the blue player. Rams and Arbs knocking on the door. Mateus will go onager. He's going to need it. He's going to need it like yesterday, because right now he's rather annoyed. War wagons coming over. We'll actually do a pretty good job. Oh man, Slam taking two major shots to the face of those Arbs. No splitting and no way to get around that. He took those right on the chin, if you will. Looks like the Rams will be in hasty retreat, and for the most part, Slam killing some Vils here, but being pushed away. 123 Vils for Matt, 126 for Slam. We've got another post-Imperial battle. The blue player is behind by some points, but and he's behind on military, but he's got war wagons. It's going to be war wagons and onagers versus arbs and some halbs, at least for now. Slam adding in more castles. He's obviously late to add his castles because his opponent took away his stone for so long. 131 villagers for Mr. Slam. He's starting to get pushed on by a couple of war wagons on the front. Okay, so war wagons, right? War wagons are a pretty beefy unit. Obviously, Slam's not going to want to build a ton of arbs, I wouldn't think. He's pretty well countered by the wagons. Got to start building out halbs here to run in and basically try to put some pressure on those wagons. Still doing a good job to keep his stones safe, but war wagons roaming into the eco now of Slam. And Mateus has a chance to swing this game back around. He's 1,500 points behind, but points don't really matter. What matters is if he can put a little bit of heat on the economy here of Slam. If he can stand ground with those war wagons right where he is a great spot, and just start putting pressure on farmers, putting pressure on gold miners, he's certainly going to get really good bang for his buck. That's just 4 war wagons, but they're going to be really hard to remove from that area. Slam, for now, is waiting on the front with a big army. He's just waiting for war wagons to run in against his bombard cannons, I guess. Onagers or wagons, I guess. For now, though, those cannons are going to be putting some heat on the castle. Looks like an onager shot could be a game changer here. We'll have to see. No, blue player gets in way out over his skis. Loses 1 onager for free. Gets a shot in on Slam with the second, but not a great shot. So 2 onagers going down for real cheap. Treb War is also in effect. 3 or 4 Trebs for both players. But it's the BBCs right now. Ooh, 2 BBCs sniped by Trebs. You'll see that every day. It's the bombard cannons right now that are really in a nice location. They're going to knock that castle down. They're just so much more effective at sniping other ranged units. Trebs are still firing in shots, but they're going to miss for now. Cannons coming forward. Small trash army here. Slam is still being raided by those 4 war wagons. Mateus sent 4 war wagons forward, and he's idling probably 20 Vils worth of eco. At least, maybe 30 Vils worth of eco. 4 war wagons. Matt will call GG. He's losing the front. He's only got 12 total units. Loses both of his castles on the hill. Definitely got some great raiding in with those wagons, but war wagons just are such a slow unit. He couldn't get them up on their feet to a point where he was above 20 military. Most of that game, most of that Imperial Age, he was below 20 units. And he just didn't have enough to cover the map. He's got a couple here still raiding and annoying. But Slam is knocking down the front door with halbs, with arbs, with trebs, and with bombard cannons. So we'll see Slam win game number 4 here, the Koreans' War. I think it was a pretty hotly contested game, but Slam's unit composition was pretty good there. It seemed like he just had a little bit more to work with than his opponent. Not enough war wagons out on the map to really win that game for the blue player. So GG, thanks for tuning in. Much love.